What's up, guys? Co-commissioner here, Trevor. I think you've met me before. Um, Doing a video solo. Just wanted to get something out to you guys. Kind of running out of time, so I don't actually have the slides prepared. But I wanted to make sure that I put something out to you guys because some things have happened, um, and some things are still happening. Ryan is still golfing, so he's not here. Tyson, my co-host last week, he is actually working. Weird, right? Ethan, you didn't give me a yes or no. I asked Joey Norwood, so we got another new guy on here. He got called into work. I'm just throwing this together. All right, so we're just gonna go straight off sleeper. Probably a quick video. I'll talk some shit. You can get back at me on GroupMe. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment in the comment area. All right. So what happened last week? Let's go take a look at it. So we definitely had some big things happen. Some big things. Like I got my first win. I know, right? Don't call it a comeback. Lendo's ligaments takes down Lendo. We all knew that was going to happen. Those ligaments get him every single time, and now it is a double name. My team's hurt all the time, and his ligaments just got him. Nothing really big happened because I was still the second least scoring team. I believe my team's still trash. Trust me, I know. It hurt him losing A chain. I believe he could have had a couple of changes. Like if he played Kyler Murray over Justin Fields, he would have beat me. If he would have played Whittington, whoever the hell that is. But I think he played his team right. Like it just is what it is, right? I could have played likely, right? Right? We all had things, right? So, thank you for letting me get my first win, Lindo. I appreciate you. Then we had Joey, the world traveler, just got back from Spain, doesn't apparently have internet like we talked about in that third world country of Spain while he was checking out olive oil or whatever the hell you do in Spain and Barcelona. Lost to Tyson to give Tyson 2 straight weeks with 2 wins in a row where he had a player play against him who was out. So Joey, Ethan, other people who are, don't want to say lazy, busy, other busy people. There's a function if you have somebody who's questionable or just somebody in general you're not sure about. You can set an auto sub, and that means if they go out, the league will automatically put in whoever you want to have sub in for them. And if you would have done that last week, Joey, let's see, the practical play would have probably been Thomas or Lockett. Yeah, I think Mixon was questionable. So Thomas or Lockett, either one of them, you would have won. You would be 2-3. Tyson would be 2-3. Tyson should be 1-4. Let's make a note of that. Let's make a note. Tyson should be 1-4, just like me and Ryan. Speaking of Ryan, Ryan went up against a buzzsaw in Ethan's team, the one team that got the lowest draft grade. We all laughed at his Garrett Wilson first round pick. It's biting us in the ass. He should be 4-1, 3-2. Won last week, took down Ryan. Um, a solid week, 160. I think that was the second most in the league. And he just had some good players. Garrett, that first round pick finally went off. Now we'll see what happens now that Saleh is out there in New York. Apparently, Aaron Rodgers didn't like him. They were going to take play calling away from Nathaniel Hackett. Aaron Rodgers said, I don't like that. So the owner, Woody Allen, said, you're out of here, or Woody, whatever. There was talk that him having Lebanon flag on his jacket might have also got him ousted. As we know, there's a lot of Jewish people to help run the world and run the NFL, and wouldn't be surprised if some of them didn't like that, as there is a constant 4,000-year-old war waging over there against Israel. It's time to just move on. Anyways, all right, Ryan, your team got trounced. KJ versus Bing. This was the matchup, one of the matchups that went down to the wire. and KJ ended up winning by 3 points. I believe this was the closest margin of victory, or mine. I guess mine and Lindo's was, but I believe Binger lost, as did Joey, as did Ethan the week before. Left an out player in their lineup, and he did not score. Shakir, 0 points. Binger, had you played either one of the two guys, which I think Keon Coleman would have been the play, because Shakir on the Buffalo out, Keon Coleman went in. Either one of them, you would have won. Set your auto subs. The feature's there. Don't be lazy. Binger, Joey, Ethan. Actually, keep being lazy. Just please do it against me. I'd like to play against some out players. That would be phenomenal. Binger, you could be 3-2. KJ would be 3-2 as well, but he's not. He won. 4-1. Good for him. Then the last matchup, heavy hitters, two big heavy hitters, two teams 3-1 going into this matchup, was Joey Norwood, Big Dicky versus Dontrell Lowe. And it was a close one. Went down to the wire. Donald pulled it out the end. Most points scored on the week. Donald is just on a tear. 41 points from Jamar Chase. Needed every bit of it. Great job, Donald. You have put together one hell of a team. I'm not going to dive in too deep into it. Joe Burrow apparently is the number one scoring quarterback right now. Fantasy points. Is that correct? No, it says number 6. I don't know. I don't know what I heard. Misinformation, fake news being thrown my way. So the best manager of the week, even in a loss, was Joey Norwood. Had 100% perfect possible points. So even though he scored the second or third most amount of points and lost to, actually, that might be a bad beat. No, it's not a bad beat. Well, we already paid out on it anyways, but third most amount of points, that was his best lineup. Put his best foot forward, still lost because he ran up against a buzzsaw and Donald. Worst manager was Lindo, and I'm proud of it. I'm happy. I'll take my win any way I can. Appreciate you, Lindo. Keep setting trashy lineups. I'm all for it. Biggest blowout was that Ethan over Ryan won, and then the narrowest victory was me over Lindo. Donald, congrats. Highest score, lowest score. Lindo, you suck. You jackass. And Donald and Lindo were the overachiever was Donald. Congrats, Dontrell. And Lindo, I think I've ran you through the mud enough. Big reason why Donald was the most points. Highest scoring quarterback, highest scoring wide receiver. Those alone right there actually scored more points than my team did, 3 weeks ago. So that's pretty awesome. Ryan, in a losing effort, had the highest scoring running back. And then KJ had the highest scoring tight end in what should have been a losing effort. And then apparently, me and Lindo had some defense go off and kickers go off. Nobody cares about kickers. Ethan had extra points left on the bench in Cam Akers. And then Tyson had some extra points left on the bench in Baker Mayfield. He would have won either way. Both of them would have won either way. Doesn't really matter. Oh, Ethan also had a wide receiver on the bench and still pulled out the big dub. Could have had the most points scored if he played Mooney over somebody else. All right, moving on. What else has happened in the league this week? We will go into the standings, but we did have our first official trade of the week or of the season. I know Tyson's been trying to get me to trade. I've been reluctant. Frankly, Tyson's trades have been trash. They've been ass. I'm not completely out. If I win out, I could still make playoffs. I could still make a run for it, Tyson. I haven't given up yet. So I'm looking for trades that are going to both make my team better and make your team better. And I believe in this trade with me and Ethan, I think we did that. Now, if you run it through a draft analyzer, which I did, I don't have it pulled up. It says I won the trade. Probably because Ramondre Stevenson isn't projected to do a whole lot. However, I think he got a great asset in Travis Kelce, who's had a couple of good weeks. He may not need him this week since he's 4-1. Sorry, doors open. I felt like I got 3 starters, 3 players I put immediately into my lineup, and so did he, got 2. And it just so happened to help me last night that Debo went off, and we'll go into that. So Ethan, thank you for sending out a trade that actually helps both of us, unlike Tyson's trades. Tyson, you did send me a trade recently. We've been talking more after I beat you this week. I think we're going to make something happen. All right. Would love to see some other teams get into the affair. Though I know Ethan apparently is checking his lineup. So I know Joey and Binger, they may not be trading because they don't check their lineups to take out guys, but hopefully maybe Ryan or Donald can get into the mix. Maybe Joey Norwood, maybe KJ. Let's see some more action, guys. Come on, let's spice it up a little bit. All right. I'm losing my voice. What's going on in the standings? We have Donald holding strong at the number one overall, currently at 4-1. Keep in mind, guys, remember, we are paying out whoever ends up in that number one spot. Currently, it's Donald at 4-1 with a lot of time left. This is week 6 of 13, I believe. So we're almost halfway through the season. This is just like, just short of halfway. There's still a lot of time. KJ's coming in number 2. Donald is also at most points scored. So I would say, Ryan, that was a great pick in picking Donald to possibly win it all. KJ coming in at number 2 at 4-1. Should have lost, but he didn't. Here he is. It's not about how you play always. It's about who you play and win sometimes. Sometimes luck is better than how good your players are. So congrats. Tied at first, technically in second, Crandall. And I believe he has still the lowest amount of points against, so which really helps him. Yes, at 559, it helps a lot. Then we have Joey coming in at 3-2. We have 4 teams at 3-2 currently. KJ should be at 3-2, but Tyson should also be at 2-3 or 1-4. So 4 teams, 3-2. Anybody's game at this point. I believe Joey Norwood's the second most in points scored. He is 727, so he's just 7 points behind Donald. Pretty close matchup there. Then Tyson, the guy that I keep saying should be 1-4. However, he has a lot of points against him, so he's holding strong. Good points for 3-2. Fourth, Lindo and Ethan at 5-6. Good for you guys. Then we got Binger at the solo person at 2-3. You could have been at 3-2. Lindo could have been there. And then the doghouse, the shit teams, the teams competing for Butler, Ryan Glazier, Joey Moles, who should have another win, and myself, who is for sure the worst team. I have the least points scored. I have no doubt about it. My team is absolutely ass right now at 1-4, and Ryan has the most points against him. So that does not help. That does not help at all about who you play and win. So good job, you 4-1 teams. Shitty job, those other 2 teams with me at 1-4, but a lot of time left. Okay, what else is happening? Some waivers. Good for you guys. Some stuff happened. All right, let's look at this week. Don't forget, guys, like and subscribe. Give me your thoughts. We've got some big matchups coming up. Let's have a little bit more shit talk and group me, huh? That's always fun. I like when it's not just three people communicating in group me. That's why we got rid of Doug. He wouldn't communicate, he wouldn't get on group me. So don't be afraid. Talk a little shit. All right, we got Lindo. We got Lindo's ligaments. That's my team. See, I keep forgetting. Versus Tyson. It started out, he was going to beat me by 10 points. But after last week, that trade I made to get Debo is helping. He put up 20 points last night, and it did not help Tyson with Jordan Mason injuring his shoulder, going out. He still got 9 points, so not bad, but definitely not what you were hoping for. Still going to be a close match. One thing I definitely have noticed, a lot of questionables on your lineup. And will, in the trade that we have talked about, will ETN and B. John Robinson be on these teams next week? I don't know. This might be the last week that these teams put points up, or they put up points on these teams. Yeah, so that matchup, kind of weak, as is every matchup with me involved. My team sucks. Next matchup is Dontravius Lowe versus Joey no lineup setting Moles, the butler. Now we know why he's the butler. He doesn't always set up his lineup. He goes jet setting and forgets that there is internet in Spain, possibly, might be dial up. He forgot there was football. He was busy over there watching Barcelona play whoever they were playing instead of paying attention to real football. And so here we are. Had a good week, or had a good start to this week. 27 points from Purdy. However, Donald had 20 from Walker. So pretty good put out there. Ayuk still doing trash. Waste of $30 million, in my opinion. 5 points. That sucks for him. Joey, that is. That sucks for Niners fans, as both of these guys are, as I am. Just an utter waste of money. I can't stand it. Joey, your kicker's out. Get him out. What are you doing? What are you even thinking about? You're too busy making chocolate? Get him out. Oh, that's going to hurt. Not having Lockett. Oh, where could you have played Lockett instead? Maybe Christian Kirk. I don't know that I would have. Ayuk, he's supposed to do good. London, definitely not. Thomas has been on a tear, so I don't know. Might have been the best play to leave Lockett out, but that does kind of suck. He got kind of a garbage time touchdown. So this matchup, assuming Joey puts a kicker in, I might give him an extra 10 points. He'd still be projected at 121. I think Donald's still going to kick his ass. Donald's team is damn good. Stop it, Donald. It's not funny anymore. Bing Bong versus Ethan. Binger, the man I might see in 12 hours from now when I'm about to go to the airport and go to Las Vegas, the place you live, the place where Ryan is an hour and a half from, the place where KJ's playing softball right now. Maybe the four of us can get together, make our own little video, because this one, I'm not holding it down. I'm not a great one-man show. Ethan, 128 points projected versus Bing Bong 130. Let's take a look at their lineups. Do they have any out players in here? Possibly, because they are the kings of that. Oh, Kittle, 22 points. Pretty good start last night. 2 touchdowns. Very solid. That's probably why you're projected to win. I would probably use your auto sub on Shakir again. I don't know if he's going to play. Has he practiced? Did not practice yesterday. That's where my auto sub would be at, right there. And if he goes out, I would bring in. Oh, you already have Keon Coleman in, so I'd probably bring in Madison, maybe Schultz. I don't know. That's tough. Neither one of them are all that great, but you never know. I'd probably go Madison. Ethan's team, a lot of Bears, a lot of Falcons. He just got a couple of new players to join his team, and it doesn't look like any of them are in. Who did I give you? Nope, because Kelsey's on a bye. Stevenson, nope. All right, man. I would love to go Bing, but if he does not switch out Shakir, I'm going to have to lean towards Ethan. I think Ethan takes this because Shakir I don't think is going to play, and if he plays, won't be very much. KJ versus Lindo. Lindo struggling. Coming off of losing to the worst team in the league. That's got to hurt. Your ligaments took you down once again. KJ. See, I can't hold it down. I'm talking too much. The video's almost done. 127 versus 115 projected. Do we have any out players here? Probably not. Lindo has 8 leagues, maybe 10. He checks them all. That's all he does. He doesn't even change tires during football season. He just checks fantasy football. This is where he makes his paycheck. And his team is just projected to be trash this week. Okay, so that means KJ would be my pick, even though he only had 6 points from the kicker. Not a big deal. Kickers I could do without. Don't mind if kickers left the league. Yeah. Lindo, you got an uphill battle you're fighting right there. I'm going KJ. And last but not least is Ryan Glazier, also jet setting, not leaving the country, going from Oregon to Nevada, playing golf, He's on the golf cart, may not see the video, may not see that his team is projected to not do much. Joey is projected at 134. Let's see what's happening. DK Metcalf, poor night last night. Missed the toe tap touchdown. Didn't jump up for the big ball. Dropped a couple other balls after yelling at his offensive coordinator. I only know this because he's on my other team. So that sucks because he could have easily had 20 points, maybe more. Jackson Smith and Jigba, two players from the Seahawks at the same time, also 10 points or just 10 points. Ouch. He also almost had a touchdown. Not a good start, and you don't have any out players. Ooh, maybe I will get beat for lowest amount of points scored this week, but who knows? I can go out there and really suck it up. Yeah, I have to go Joey on this one. Sorry, Ryan, your team's as bad as mine. It is what it is. All right, guys, I'm going to end the video right there. Hope you all suck this week, especially Tyson. Don't send me any more trash ass trades. Guys, I love you. I'll catch you later.